Steven, what have you seen out of San Diego Comic-Con? Like other things that were exciting for you?
I've just seen the Marvel stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What else
Okay.
you got? Talk to me.
Okay, so there were a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender news.
Oh, I saw the Avatar picture of all the adults. And
Yes.
There's like a movie. There's a movie.
So there's a few things at the beginning. Okay, we're moving into Avatar, guys. It's not spoilers at the moment, but if you have not seen the show, I don't know what you're doing here, but go watch the show and come back. No, not the live action. So the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender is a Netflix thing.
Shadi's unfollowing me. Shadi is unfollowing, unsubscribed.
Okay, so the live action is Netflix, which also had an interesting casting. If you guys are familiar with I believe it's season 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, when there's the mechanic that they go to one of the temples, and there's a mechanic and his child, and he build the wheelchair guy. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those who watch Community, I don't know if you're gonna do the connection, but the guy who plays Abed in Community is gonna be the mechanic in the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender. But that's the Netflix thing. It's not related to the creators right now. On the other hand, there's the Avatar Studios that they're working on a bunch of new projects, which there's a video with a few things about it. But at the beginning, it was supposed to be a Kyoshi movie coming out first. But they did some type of changes with the productions and stuff in their timeline. And the first movie is going to be an adult Aang and the Gain movie. So we're going to see Sokka, Katara, Toph, Zuko, everybody with Aang and as adults. Around the age we see them in the flashbacks in Korra. At least that's what it looks for from the posters. But in addition to that, there's also, as I said, the Kyoshi movie. They're doing a Korra story as well. But they also announced some new comics coming out. So there's going to be a solo Azula comic that I'm really excited for. I really hope it's going to be as good as The Search. And there's going to be more Korra trilogy that I'm also excited for.
Are comics canon? I read like 2 of the Avatar comics.
Okay.
I really enjoyed them. Are they actually canon to the...
So they're canon to the Avatar Studio content.
Got it.
So everything that is Avatar Studio, yes. The one thing that bothers me as a big Zutara fan is the relationship between Katara and Aang. Guys, I cannot. That's the one thing that bothers me in the comics so much, and I know it's going to bother me in this movie, and I don't know what to do about it because they're like, babe, and it's like, it's so annoying. And also, they don't give Katara enough character out of her relationship. What?
The very best.
Harpy Lady with the raid! Them is my cause. Welcome, Harpy Lady in Community. Thank you.
I was playing on your stream. I was like, what are you singing right now?
Yeah, Harpy Lady surprised us. What's up? We're talking about Avatar: Last Airbender. Welcome, everybody. And so the comics are canon to the Avatar universe studio stuff.
Okay.
I've only read The Search, but I've seen summaries of a few others. And just the relationship between Katara and Aang is unnecessary. It belittles Katara after we learn she's such a strong character at the end of the show. And I think I already told you about my whole how I'm annoyed with the end of the series as much as I love Avatar.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm annoyed with the end of the series just because I didn't need the kiss to be the last scene. I didn't need the kiss between Katara and Aang to be the last scene of the series. If it was a little earlier and then you saw all of them hanging out at the coffee shop, as a group, okay, I get it. I like it. I get it. I didn't see their relationship being the main focus of the series, that we need to end on this.
It sounds like an episode of Friends. Like, I want them all at the coffee shop. Like, that's just
The tea shop, I guess. Wait,
tea
so
shop,
let's
yeah.
catch up in chat. You said, okay, so Shroud has started reading the comics. Nice. There's a few really good ones. Yeah, I didn't really like Aang and Katara together. I agree.
Oh no, Shrouded has to start. I have to start.
Oh, you have to start. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, this
I
is.
feel like the gang
gets
that
late.
preferred the Kyoshi movie first. I think we all want a Kyoshi movie.
Yes.
Everybody's like, yes.
The Kyoshi movie is gonna we're gonna get it. I think they want to put some more energy into it. You kind of like Aang and Katara together, but I do think they push it at the end. I agree. They have so many fights at the end, and then suddenly they're just okay.
Yep.
If you guys want to get me started on this, I could talk about it, but like,
She is triggered right now, y'all.
there's so much that I can say about Aang and Katara and about everything that is going on there, but I don't know. See, that's the crap that always happens. They end up making the woman revolve herself around the relationship and completely invalidated her growth. I agree 100%. Let's do snaps. I agree 100%. Katara had such growth. She became a rebel. Even in the season 1, she went and she wanted to help the earthbenders. She has so much growth in her own, and I'm like, ugh.
Literally broke out of jail using her own sweat.
Exactly. Oh my God. And more than that, like everything about her, she fought with the master waterbender in the North Pole because she wanted to be a master. She was Aang's teacher. There is so much that she grew, and that by the end of the show, she is the one who stops Azula, okay? And she's a healer, and there's so much. And then in Korra, we barely see anything except her being a butter. And it's like, I don't mind her being a butter, but like, it feels like she had to follow Aang in his dreams all this time, and she didn't do much else. And she's not remembered as a mighty person and a mighty fighter on her own. Okay.
We've opened up. The chat is
God.
in it. We are in it. We've opened up this can. Here we are.
So what are they saying?
Okay, so Harpy says Aang is a child and had to save the world. Aang ends up being kind of creepy. I don't think just because she had a crush, fell in love with it, makes Katara weak. A woman isn't weaker or lesser just because she found a potential partner. And Shrouded says, no, it's just that Katara showed minimal signs of interest in Aang, and he was infatuated, yet somehow at the end she was in love with him, even though they had been fighting for like half of the finale.
Yes!
I always like Aang. It's not that she's weaker for it, it just shows how
I'm not saying
completely disrespected her towards the end.
I'm not saying that she's weaker, okay? Here, we brought the energy. Everybody has a say in this. I just don't think that at that point, Katara and Aang were a good fit for each other. At that point of the show. Also, I want to see Katara invent medicine with bloodbending. I want to see Katara as painted lady. I'm talking a lot fan fictions, guys. I've read a lot.
Oh, okay.
I want to see Katara as the painted lady in the Fire Nation because now Zuko is being there is assassination attempts on Zuko, and Katara is doing the legwork in the Fire Nation to find who is trying to assassin Zuko. I want to see those. I want to see that Katara. I want to see Katara go and fight. Zuko. I love Zuko. I want to see Katara go and fight. I don't even mind Katara and Aang getting together later. And then when Aang passes away at 66, give Katara a couple of years, and then Katara and Zuko can reunite as a couple because they live a long life together. So let's do that. We don't know. Maybe they are together now. Who knows? Just give me something.
Zuko's my boy. I love Zuko so much.
There is so much going on in chat. I don't know if I can even read it all, but
I love at any point. Love at any point does not make you weak. It's the fact that Aang was still immature, to be honest, and she
Yes.
had outgrown him to an extent, and she had so much potential just to be reduced to the love interest. Even in Korra's season, they just reduced her to Aang's widow. I mean, Katara doesn't like fighting, from my
Yes.
understanding. She only fought because she had to.
No.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You think Katara's a fighter?
I think Katara's a fighter. I think Katara is maybe not fighter in that sense, but she is all about justice. And I think she would have gone to grayer places, and that Aang doesn't fit her by the end of the show. That she could have gone a little grayer, a little feistier. Aang doesn't accept her for all she is, for everything she can do. He didn't support her doing bloodbending the correct way. I don't know. There's so much to unpack.
I love Harpies. She was old AF. Yes. Not that she isn't a fighter, but she didn't like fighting the way Zuko or someone does. Yeah, she had the fire and the willpower. The episodes where she almost goes too far shows that Katara hated bloodbending.
I don't think so.
All cast.
I think it's because of Aang she hated bloodbending. And I think if she gave herself time to learn what she can do and how she can use it for healing, I think it can be a huge advantage for her as a healer, as to control situations that she doesn't want to go violent. There's a lot that she can do with bloodbending without being a villain, right? So
yeah,
I
think what we're arguing here, I think, is the really well done writing is what we're arguing, because there's so much conflicted opinion on these characters.
Yes.
Beliefs and strengths and weaknesses and perceived things. That's good writing.
It is.
If discourse like this can happen,
but
amazing.
I don't even need her to be with Zuko, even though I would love to see her with Zuko a little later in life. But
It's Sokka and Zuko. That's what's happening. Okay, get on board.
The bromance. Yes, actually, it's May and Ty Lee. That is actually the real couple.
Yes, there we go.
But I just by the end of the show, I think they kind of forced on the kiss. I don't mind if there was a hug, if they were reconciled after all their fighting. Aang and Katara's kiss at the end was unnecessary, and that's it. And the whole schmutzy mootzy in the comics is annoying, so annoying and so not characteristic for Katara. That's all I have to say on the subject.
But this is a perfect time. This is a perfect time for the my chat inspired me yesterday in the Magic stream to create a distraction emote. Thank you. Shout out Draco for the distraction emote, and this sounds like a perfect time for it to be like distraction. When you don't know how to change the subject, but you need to change the subject.
His name is Draco, so if you guys want to talk Harry Potter, we can definitely change the subject.
Oh my God, no.